Hey guys, Calais, my ALF Training. I'm just going to talk to you really briefly about the license types. There are a few license types, and you're going to need to know some differences. Not complete details, but you'll need to know some differences about the license types for your state exam. So every facility has a standard license. So when you go to apply, you're going to apply for a standard license. And then you can add on specialty licenses on top of that. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of these licenses. All right, so here you have a standard license, and then we have an LNS license, which is a limited nursing services. We have an ECC license, which is extended congregate care. And then we have an LMH license, which is a limited mental health license. So each of them offer some different things that allow you to do different services. Okay, so I'm just going to show you briefly how we would go ahead and find these in 59A. We would go ahead and, you're not going to be able to do a search for standard license because that's just in the standard license admissions criteria. But I'll show you where that is. So let's go ahead and, you should have 59A opened up. And you can see here we've got the definitions. This is where you're going to find the basic information about your standard license in admission procedures, appropriateness of placement, and continued residency. So these criteria, appropriateness of placement and continued residency, are for a standard license. And then with each additional type, you have some additional things, and we'll find those additional ones down here. You see this? Okay. So the easiest thing to do really is to have this search bar open up, and you can just highlight this section. Control C, paste it right in there, and hit search, and it'll take you right down to this section. And that's why we like to offer you the digital version rather than the printable version. These things do change, so it's good to know where to find them and how to do quick searches. So admission procedures, here you have the admission criteria for a standard license, and we will get into this a little further into the training in the residency cycle section, which I think is module 4. And but a lot of them are very similar. They're just smaller nuanced differences. Of course, LNS, limited nursing services, allows you to perform nursing services. ECC allows you to keep people who might need a lot more help. But you know, we'll get into all of that a little later. But let's just go ahead and go back, okay? And then we'll do a search for limited mental health. Control C, paste, and you're going to have a few references to it, the section. So you just have to go down. There we go. So there's some information about it, some records requirements that you have. Now let's go back up to the top. And we've got ECC. Okay. And we're going to cover these in a little bit more detail later in the next section, but I just want to show you where the information will be. And how you find it. No matches ECC services. There we go. There we go. So, and this will give you the policies that you have to have for an ECC license, your staffing requirement, your admission and continued residency. So you have a separate set of admission and criteria versus a standard license. Okay, so that's it for now. Thank you.